Hey guys, it's Amber Star, and welcome to your Mageweave Visual Farmer. Now this is both for Horde and Alliance, just like the Silk one was, and I am using my lovely Druid, Lorianna, and right now we were in Tarnassus, and we were at the Dunmaw compound. So you can see at the top of the map, and where my arrow is, that is where we are. And we are going to be killing the ogres. Now this is the only spot that is not a dungeon. The other two spots are dungeon. And because the other two spots are dungeon, I'm only going to do 6 minutes. Like I did last time, because there were so many spots. Because after speeding up the dungeon, I don't know, it takes about 10-15 minutes for, and I'm sure you guys will lose attention, but for right now we're going to do the 6 minutes with these guys, see how much Mageweave that they give us after I turn into a kitty cat, and then we'll move on from there. So let's go. Alright guys, there's our 6 minutes. These guys obviously do not respawn very fast. I mean, they respawn, but they could respawn a bit faster. Let's see. What do we have? We have 41. That's not too bad, so that would be 2 stats, plus an extra one. And this area here, since this is the only area that's not going to be a dungeon, would be perfect for you guys who are doing your first aid or your tailoring, that along with your leveling. So this would be like the best area right here for that. The next two areas are going to be dungeons, so I would suggest higher levels for that. And on that note, I shall be right back. Alright, I am back, and I actually did not go very far. I am in Zul'Farrak, which is the first dungeon that will drop you a lot of Mageweave. And I have actually done this before because of my Death Knight needed some Mageweave, and she's on a safe server, so I ran it with my Druid here and send it all over to her. Yeah, and it does drop a metric ton load. So we're actually going to do the whole thing. We're going to run to each boss, and the good thing about this dungeon is you can be on a mount. So hopefully it won't take as long as a normal dungeon, but we will see. So let's get started. Alright guys, I finished that, and let's see what kind of haul we have. My bag is completely full. 164 Mageweave Cloth. That is a lot. Plus we got some silk cloth too. Opening the graves is like really good to do. And I should have deleted these hearts anyhow, because they're like, unless you're doing this and it matches your gear level, then they're good, but for higher, like my character, they're worthless. But yes, as I said, you get a really good haul. 164. So that was Zul'Farrak, which is I should have been looking at the guys' levels, but he's 45, so I'm guessing he has like around a 40-ish dungeon. So if you're 60, 70, you might be able to pull it off by yourself, but I don't know. If you think you can do it, go ahead and try. That's all I can say. But usually dungeons are good for if you're waiting to level up stuff like I do. I wait until I'm at a higher level, and then I level up all my professions. So, but I'm not done yet. I still have another dungeon to show you guys. So, I shall be right back. Alright guys, I'm back and I'm in the second dungeon, which is Stratholme Main Gate. At least with this dungeon, we only have to do this area, which is the Crusaders. I can't talk. I'm sorry. The Crusaders Square. We do not have to do the Gauntlet, which is this, which is the other side. Anyhow, so this would have been the other gate. So we're just going to be doing the main gate here. And this is the other dungeon, and these guys look like they're in their 40s too, but I would recommend you being higher to do this. And I will talk afterwards anyhow, so here we go. Alright guys, let's see how much that Stratholme has wielded us. 181. So both dungeons are really, really good for the Mageweave. Then the brain dirt. But the ogres and Tarnassus are good if you're leveling it up along the way. And I missed a bonus objective here. I have no idea where he is. I figured you open the mailboxes when I found 2 mailboxes. But anyhow, that's not important. The important is the Mageweave. So, like I did last time, I'm going to put up the maps or pictures, anyhow, and in order. The ogres and Tarnassus, they dropped an okay amount. Is not the best, and they don't respond very fast. It's an okay area if you are leveling up your tailoring or your first aid as you go along. And it's Horde and Alliance. This whole thing is Horde and Alliance. Both are accessible to both sides very easily. Like, nobody's going to get killed by anybody if they go to these areas. And you have Zul'Farrak, also in Tarnassus, which is a pretty easy dungeon. You can mount through. They will knock you off your mount, as you saw. I kept getting knocked off, and then I killed what was after me. Then it wields quite a bit of Mageweave, and if you don't want to do it with the character maybe that is your tailor, or you need for first aid, and maybe you have a higher character on the same server, as I said I did with my Druid here, you can just transfer it over, like mail it to your character that needs it. And that's the same with Stratholme here. This dungeon probably requires a higher level character anyhow than Zul'Farrak, and you can do the same thing by going through it, getting the Mageweave, mailing it to the character that needs it, or if the character that needs it is higher, just run it with that, and there you go. So, you see, these are the 3 best places for Mageweave, and you couldn't ask for a better with the 2 dungeons who both wield like 100, so this one almost gave up 200, and I don't think it gave any other cloths. I mean, my bag is like full of bull crap, so anyhow. So I hope this helped you, and I will see you guys next time. Happy farming!